All quests, where they are and how to complete them step by step. Let's start with Garon. This technically isn't a quest, just your first encounter, and could be the first place you learn that you can write manual notes in game.
Don't forget about me, alright?
If you come back to save him, when you encounter him later, he gives you some silver.
Greetings to you.
And if you forget about him.
Have at thee. You'll regret ever coming here.
You get experience, a sword, shield, and silver. Once you get to this part of the game, you can pick up a couple spells after finding a semi-hidden brick button behind a barrel. I don't know what's up with the one with no name. Neither spells seem to work when I used them. One of the first main quests you'll get is Arcane Seals. The first one is self-explanatory. You'll get this right after coming out the tutorial cave, sitting on a table next to the first map. You can't miss it. That'll give you 2 of the 4 you need because 1 seal is already in place. The Virgo seal is found in the water elemental dungeon at the southern end of the Heartlands. The Helix seal is found here in the sewers. The puzzles are pretty easy to figure out with a couple of trial and error attempts. Next up is the first side quest you'll probably find in your first merchant if you don't kill him, as well as the gatehouse key used to open this door around the corner.
Greetings, outsider.
Talk to Garon the adventurer and he'll tell you about a dagger he lost. The easiest way I found to get to the area where the dagger is grabbing a box from this room and bringing it over here to climb. The dagger's in this room. Once you make it to the chapel and speak to Father Morris, he'll update one of your main quests, the Divine Gift. The next step is to go to the inner Sanctum, which is an unfinished part of the game. Let's go grab a shovel if you haven't found one already. Here's 2 ways to get the shovel under the chapel, in case you don't have the back door of the chapel opened yet. You'll need the shovel after the Tormented Soul quest, which you'll get after completing the Occupied Estate. You can start collecting the pieces before you get the quest.
Hail Hadrias!
Asking about Lloyd will start the quest The Occupied Estate. You can also just go talk to Lloyd in the back.
Hail Hadrias!
He needs you to go to his farm in the east, clear out the bandits, and rescue Idris. So that's what we go do.
Hey, don't I know you?
There's 2 ways this quest can be done. If you decide to pay the bandit, it's 5 silver if you don't have any points in the speech skill and 3 silver with speech, though I'm not sure what level speech is required. It was done here with 12 points in speech. You can then go talk to a guy named Harold in a farm about making a deal. You can try the second option. I demand that you give me the hostage if you like. I assume this just leads to having to kill the bandits anyway, so I went with the first option. Telling him the deal is too expensive leads to you having to find someone named Gillian. You don't have a choice but to kill him that I'm aware of, because even when you find Gillian without having the quest, he still thinks you're an assassin and attacks. I wasn't able to try this part with the speech skill. If you jump across the moat here, you can climb up those rocks to get to Gillian. I chose the harder route.
I'll split your head.
Grab the necklace and a note with 3 dig sites. This is the only location on the note we care about for now. Head back to Harold after digging up the gem. If you choose not to pay, there's 2 explosive barrels behind us that you could use as traps as they come around the corner and down the stairs. Idris can be found upstairs in one of the buildings. Speak to him, then talk to Lloyd back at the chapel. Then speak to Lloyd again at the farm.
Hail Hadrius! Hail Hadrius!
He'll give you the storage key, which is just north behind the building he stands next to.
Greetings, outsider.
It will be.
Once you're done with the Occupied Estate quest, Father Morris will ask you to find and bury a guy named Owen. You'll know him from helping Lloyd. Owen can be found behind a waterfall to the west with his ribcage. Like I said before, you can collect all the body parts before you're able to begin the quest. There's a quick guide on this channel on how to collect all 6 pieces in one round. Basically, once you make it to the chapel, you can find all 6 pieces with little effort. Your hardest piece will be with the slimes. After collecting the pieces, the grave can be found in the back of the chapel. In the search for Arias, your first objective is to look for Wynn at Balthria, found in a prison in the southwest part of the map. The key's at the other end of the hall. You can break or burn down a door as well. Check the note on the desk.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
I don't know what's up with this guy. He runs here then does nothing. You can take him out for experience. Turn into Captain Serenor. I'm pretty sure the 7th oath is in the Inner Sanctum. Pick up the Besieged Gate from Father Morris and speak to Captain Serenor. This way. You could probably skip talking to Father Morris.
What is it?
He talks about locking some wastelanders in the Eastern Gatehouse and tells you to stay out the way. Let's see what's going on over there.
Greetings, outsider.
Head back to the captain and get ready to fight.
What's that? What do you want?
Make sure to loot the captain if he dies. These are the locations and how to solve each of the 4 obelisks. There's 4 plates spread throughout the game that give you the answer for each of them. This unlocks the blue barrier under the chapel that leads to the royal grave, which is part of another quest we'll get to later. By this time you may have found the Emerald Barrier, located in the southwest corner of the Heartlands in the middle of a fort which starts the quest.
Now, I have important matters to attend to.
When you make it to Lysandria, the wizard merchant, Iolo, tells you about a key used to dispel the seals. I'm not sure if you need to find the green barrier before talking to him. If you already know where the horn's at, you can probably skip straight to getting it. You'll find the horn in Upper Serpent's Bastion. Not long after entering Lysandria, you'll be asked to see Lord Belric. I don't know what happens if you refuse. He needs to earn your trust, so he sends you into the sewers to kill a courier and retrieve a stolen document for him.
What is it now? I have important matters to attend to.
Turn in a quest back at the chapel in Lysandria, and the guards blocking all the doorways will move out the way so you can grab one of the artifacts you'll need for the Inner Sanctum quest. The Royal Grave will have the second artifact.
Greetings to you.
I'm not sure if this one counts as a quest because I don't think it shows up in your logs, but it gives you a key that's supposed to be important later on, so we'll call it a side quest. The listed items are all pretty easy to get a hold of if you don't already have a couple on you.
Hail Hadrius.
Bread and ale can be found in a tavern
Greetings,
nearby.
outsider.
Use an empty flask on one of the water sources for
Greetings,
water.
outsider. Greetings,
Give all of that
outsider.
to him with the grilled fish and 3 silver and you get a key for something not in game yet.
Greetings,
When you make it
outsider.
through the green barrier gate after completing the Arcane Seal, you'll find Tristan, who needs your help searching for his 2 companions in the tunnels below. They'll have a combination code you'll need to open the gate to the next area. You'll find Solwell and Iwan near the access point 14 exit. Make sure you talk to Tristan again for the update and reward. If you know the code, you can most likely just use it and skip the quest. That's it. That should have been all quests in total that I'm aware of, as well as a couple extra tasks that weren't considered quests.